Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodi. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the first 6 issues of the New Warriors, classic series from the 90s. It really embodied the spirit of the time. It was written by Fabian Nicieza and illustrated by Mark Bagley. I have to say, like, the art is just timeless, classic Bagley work. And obviously we're going to have the classic team. We have Nova, Namorita, Firestar, Marvel Boy, Speedball, all pre-established characters. Quite a few of them have a lot of history in Marvel. Speedball was like the newer character. We have Night Thrasher. He's the first new character introduced to the series. He's the team leader. The cool thing is that he doesn't follow the traditional leader archetype, because the thing is, he's prone to using violence. He's a hothead. His methods are pretty questionable. Like, his ethics are all over the place. The series literally starts off with Night Thrasher holding Richard Rider over a ledge. Rider, who's Nova, seemed to have lost his powers prior to this. He just throws him over the ledge to see if the stress can just jumpstart his powers again. And the thing is, like, Ryder totally flips out. It's like, man, you almost got me killed. It's like, did you know my powers were still dormant and me and stuff like that? And Thrasher's like, no, I just had to test you. So the thing is, Nova is the first recruit on the team. The second recruit is Marvel Boy. After he gets brushed off by Captain America, Marvel Boy tries to join the Avengers. Cap says no. So Thrasher swoops in, gets a second member to his team. And as the story progresses, again, we get to see Thrasher's questionable ethics when he uses extortion to get Firestar on the team. His thing is, he explains he wants to start a war on crime and stop supervillains and stuff like that. The thing is, we have the return of Terrax through a very convoluted idea. It's very comic booky. Terrax is back. But what Fabian Nicieza wants to show off is that this team can deal with very powerful threats. Terrax used to be a herald to Galactus, so the guy is no slouch. At the scene where this happens, Namorita was already there, so Thrasher's team swoops into action. They team up with Namorita. Also, Speedball sees this on TV. He joins in on the battle. So the thing is, the team's able to defeat Terrax, and the Avengers arrive when everything's already done. And something really funny about this is, like, it's established that they're between 16 to at most 19 years old, 20. And so they're obviously kids. The Avengers arrive. It's like, great job, kids. You're great. Young superhero team, keep on with the good work and stuff like that. We're going to leave and confront other super threats and stuff like that. Don't blow up any schools. So obviously this seems to be a really responsible thing, that they let these kids operate with no adult supervision. New Warriors are farmed. So in issue number 2, I'm going to skip over this, which is their first appearance in Thor. During the Acts of Vengeance crossover, we get the introduction of Midnight Fire, who's like Night Thrasher's arch nemesis. So we get the origin of Night Thrasher in this issue. And, like, I want you guys to see Midnight Fire's character design. It's super 90s as hell. That jacket seems something very similar that a band called Milli Vanilli used to use jackets like this. Janet Jackson or Michael Jackson would use stuff like that. The guy's like a super formidable fighter. And one cool thing is that Thrasher in his battle with Midnight Fire really scares his teammates, because they see how far he's willing to go. He almost kills Midnight Fire in public in front of a bunch of people. He almost kills him in cold blood. So Fire is going to be like a recurring character villain that's going to pop in and out of the series. Then we have issue number 3. Sorry there. Where the team has to... They don't actually fight. They're confronted by the Mad Thinker. Thinker is contracted by this group called Gentech. They want intel and genetic information on the team. So Mad Thinker confronts each of the members of the team. But the cool thing is, what we get in this story is a little bit, learn more about each of the characters, learn what makes each one, oops, sorry, hit the camera there, what makes each one of these guys tick. So what happens is, Mad Thinker warns the New Warriors about this group called Gentech. that they want the genetic information. So they go to this place and they're confronted by this new villain team called Sonics. They're really cool. They're destroyed in their first confrontation because each of the members of Sonics have pretty interesting and weird powers. So we get the whole origin of this guy that I can't remember his name. Harmon Ferments. That he petitioned to join the Super Soldier program, to become the next become Captain America in the first place. Like, he wasn't allowed due to a genetic disease. So the thing is, the guy's been working all his life to create superheroes and show everyone that he can, even though he can't be a hero, he can create new heroes. And he wants to test these guys called Sonics against an established hero team, which were the New Warriors. So obviously they battle it out, and later on, Sonics is going to be sort of like a classic villain team. The team's going to go up against quite a bit. And in issue number 5 and 6, we get the introduction of another new character that's never seen again, called Star Thief. At least I've never seen him again. And this story isn't too interesting, even though it sort of ties into the whole ecology and green spirit that were in comic books back in the early 90s, because the story talks about a group of villains. No, not a villain group, a corporation that was throwing toxic waste to the moon and stuff like that. And thanks to this story, and the whole thing about the moon, we're going to have the New Warriors meet the Inhumans, because they were living on the moon at the time. And with that, we're going to finish off the first 6 issues. So it's pretty cool. We get the introduction of a new superhero team, a new superhero, which is Night Thrasher. We get the introduction of Midnight Fire here, Sonics. Star Thief, that guy, he never appears again. But these first 6 issues really lay the groundwork to some really fantastic series, like stuff that's going to go on in the series that we're going to see further down the line. So I hope you guys like this video. I really recommend you go back and read these issues from the early 90s. It's really interesting to see the mindset of the people of the time. So hope you guys like this video. See you guys next time. Bye.